Welcome in to Seahawks Today, powered by Chat Sports. Tyler Jones here with you. So glad to have you with us. On today's show, we have an injury update on Rashaad Penny, and also the Seahawks have signed another running back since the injury to Rashaad Penny, as Tony Jones Jr. was claimed off waivers, formerly of the New Orleans Saints. We'll tell you more about him and the running back situation for the Seahawks in just one moment. We begin with Rashaad Penny. Unfortunate news coming out today that Rashaad Penny suffered a season-ending ankle injury in Sunday's loss against the New Orleans Saints. And according to Ian Rapoport of the NFL Network, Penny will undergo tightrope surgery on Tuesday morning and have his fibula planted to stabilize the ankle. And that's the situation that's going to put him out for quite some time as he recovers. Just very sad and unfortunate news for Rashaad Penny. Another injury, and his season is over with as he's done for 2022. So with that, we want to send our love, some well wishes. Don't know if Rashaad Penny is watching or if his family's watching, but we want to do what we can here on Seahawks Today and for the 12s out there to send our best well wishes to Rashaad Penny. So if you want to see a speedy recovery for Rashaad Penny and see him get back on the football field, type 20 to show some love for Rashaad Penny in the comment section below. This is a huge loss for the Seahawks to lose Rashaad Penny. I mean, we're talking about a guy that has shown potential, right? That when he is playing at his full strength and when everything's going right, Rashaad Penny is something special, and that the sky's the limit with this guy, right? I mean, look what he did at the end of last year. In the final 5 weeks of the season, he was first in the National Football League in rushing yards, 671 yards in that stretch. A former first-round pick by Seattle in 2018 was playing on a one-year contract this year worth about $5.75 million, and the Seahawks were really hoping that this would be the breakout campaign, that he would be able to pick up from where he left off at the end of 2021. Here's what Pete Carroll had to say about the injury today as he was doing an interview with 710 Seattle Sports Radio this morning. And Carroll said, it's going to be a haul for him. This is what they refer to as a tib-fib incident. He broke his fibula, cracked that, but it's the high ankle sprain element of it that makes it difficult. There's a particular surgery that they do to tighten down those bones. It's going to take a number of months, so he's going to miss the season. It's a real heartbreaker for a kid who has really bounced back into the limelight of our program. He's been through such a long haul. It's really just a heartbreaking loss for him. He's been doing great, and everybody can see it, and we've been excited for him. He's going to miss the rest of the year. He'll come back. He'll be able to play again and all of that. It's a really clear surgery process and all of that, but it's just going to take a long time. And the injury history for Rashaad Penny has just been brutal over the years. You go back to 2018 when he dealt with a hand-finger fracture. Later on that season, dealt with a knee strain. The next year had a thigh hamstring strain and also a ACL tear. And then in 2021, there was a knee strain, a leg calf issue, as well as a hamstring strain. And then in the preseason this year, dealt with a groin injury. Folks, since 2018, that's a total of 9 injuries that Rashaad Penny has dealt with in his NFL career to this point. And his season so far, that Detroit game last week was the best game of his season. He was terrific with 151 yards on the ground and 2 touchdowns, and he was playing good against New Orleans on Sunday before ultimately he suffered this injury. Had 8 carries and 54 yards on the ground. As you can see, what he was doing the last couple of weeks, he was really just starting to get his season going. After a slow start of sorts, in particular that San Francisco game, it looked like he was just starting to get his feet wet and head in the right direction, but his season is now over. So, you tell me, what's your one-word reaction to the Rashaad Penny injury news? I got to tell you, my one word is damn. I mean, I feel so bad for the guy for what he's been able to do on the football field, how hard he's worked. I mean, he came into training camp just in great shape. He was ready to play some football, and now another injury once again. Just very unfortunate news to see Rashaad Penny go down this way. But, folks, let me know in the comments section what that is. And this is why you subscribe to the channel, for the latest Seahawks news. When news breaks, when it happens, we break it all down here on the channel for you. Injuries, watch parties, live shows, rumors, news, everything in between. It's all in one place each and every day. We don't leave you behind here on Seahawks Today. Be a real one. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications so you never miss a moment. YouTube.com/Seahawks TV. So now what's next for Seattle at the running back position? Where does this team go from here at this point? And here's the other factor in all this for this Seattle team. They're already shorthanded. You know about Chris Carson already. And that was another sad story with the neck injury that he dealt with. And so unfortunate to see his career end like that. But don't forget about Travis Homer as well. Travis Homer is on IR. He injured his ribs against the Atlanta Falcons. So now here's what the Seahawks running back depth chart looks like. Kenneth Walker III assumes the number one running back role, the rookie running back out of Michigan State. DJ Dallas slides into your number 2 spot. Dallas was really good in the preseason, in particular as a receiver out of the backfield as well. And then you bring in Tony Jones, who was recently cut by the New Orleans Saints. You claim him off waivers, and he slides into that number 3 slot. Now, the thing with Jones, he's not going to move the needle. He fills a void, but that's not somebody that just jumps off the page here, quite frankly. Let's be honest. I mean, nothing against Tony Jones here, but this is a guy that was undrafted out of Notre Dame, and his career totals, he's had 59 carries for 163 yards. That's it. Personally, I would have rather seen Darwin Thompson get that spot. We've seen Darwin Thompson shine and have some decent moments in Kansas City. Helped the Chiefs win a Super Bowl there. But nonetheless, they go with Jones for now to fill the void. We'll see how he does. I don't think the signing's that great. There weren't a whole lot of options personally, but nonetheless, this is what Seattle goes with. So, your turn now. How would you grade the signing of Tony Jones Jr.? I would not give this a high grade. Not my first choice. I understand there's not a whole lot of options out there, but you tell me. Let me know in the comments section. Type A, B, C, D, or F how you would grade the signing of Tony Jones Jr. to fulfill the number 3 running back spot for the Seahawks. Folks, it's getting a little colder out there now as we enter the month of October and the fall days. Got to start thinking about hoodies and long sleeves. And I got good news for you, Seahawk fans. We are offering hoodies and long sleeves in Seahawks gear for up to 50% off while supplies last. A great deal just for Seahawks Today viewers. And you can see this stuff looks great, folks. Get yours now, chatsports.com/Seahawks hoodie. Be styling, be profiling in your Seahawks gear, and stay warm out there, especially if you're going to be out at the stadium or outdoors. You want to look good. You want to dress warm. Why not do it in some Seahawks gear? Hoodies on sale now, up to 50% off at chatsports.com/Seahawks hoodie. Now I'll say this. While the Seahawks may be shorthanded, I am very optimistic about Kenneth Walker III. I believe in Kenneth Walker III. At the time when we looked at the draft choice, I said, wow, this guy's going to be a star in this league. He's got a lot of potential. He was, without question, the best running back in college football last year at Michigan State, first-team All-American, winning the Doak Walker Award. Seahawks used a second-round pick on him. The comparisons I've seen, Lance Erline said he's like Willie Parker. I mean, you're talking about a guy that's got the speed and power burst, the combination, and he's going to be relied upon. The good news for Kenneth Walker, we talked about how important the run game was for Seattle going into this year. Geno Smith, I think, has thrown the football and thrown it more accurately than any of us anticipated. So it's not like that you have to overwork Kenneth Walker here. we're going to see the Seahawks throw the football a decent amount based on what has gone down the last couple of weeks. Now, Walker, he had his breakout game against the Saints. Had a really nice, wink, wink, 69-yard touchdown run against the Saints. Had 88 yards on the ground and was just an electric factory. He had that game we've been waiting for from Kenneth Walker. Against Detroit, not great. 8 carries, 29 yards. Atlanta and San Francisco, he was limited in those games with just 7 carries total in those 2 games combined. He made his debut in that San Francisco game. So we're going to see a lot more of Kenneth Walker. I got to tell you, I'm excited. I think at this point, Rookie of the Year might be a stretch, but watch out. Kenneth Walker is going to be something special, not only just for the rest of this year, but I think for many years to come for the Seattle Seahawks going forward. What is your confidence level in Kenneth Walker taking over as the starting running back for the Seattle Seahawks, replacing Rashaad Penny? How you feeling about Kenneth Walker? For me, I believe. I'm all in on Kenneth Walker. My confidence level is high on Kenneth Walker. What I'm disappointed about is I was so excited about the 1-2 punch of Rashaad Penny and Kenneth Walker to see those two together. Now, we're not going to see that. It's all about Kenneth Walker now. Scale it for me in the comment section. What is your confidence level in Kenneth Walker and how he'll do as the number 1 running back in Seattle? Let me know in the comment section 1 through 10, and we'll see you next time here on Seahawks Today. Thanks for joining us.